The post-Royal Rumble Raw was in the same location in Phoenix, Arizona, at the Talking Stick Resort Arena, which is still the worst name ever. And now we officially have the WrestleMania sign up. Before, at the Royal Rumble last night, they couldn't get it up. It was an open-air arena, or stadium, rather, and because of that, they couldn't have a way to hang it up. But now we're on the road. The sign's up. It originally was more of a red and gold sign. This one's just purely gold. It's basically the WrestleMania logo, gold. And above it is basically the top of the Statue of Liberty. So that's what the theme they're going to go with. Every single time these new WrestleMania signs come out, it's always have to do something with the city. Here we have the Statue of Liberty. And I'm sure, I wonder how the WrestleMania set's going to look, because at WrestleMania 29, they had several New York City monuments. They had the Statue of Liberty, they had the Empire State Building, the Brooklyn Bridge. So I wonder what they're going to do this year. It'll be tough to top that, even though 29 was a bad show. The set was really awesome, so I will hope they have a whole bunch of New York monuments. But we have Seth Rollins come out, the winner of the Royal Rumble. He points to the sign. He's doing a good promo here. I'm not interested in it. I'm not a big Rollins fan. Triple H comes out. I'm a little annoyed by Triple H. Like, he's really pushing Seth Rollins. He's almost in tears. It's like, I get so tired of seeing Triple H take credit of all these NXT wrestlers. Yes, he signed them. Yes, he trained them, or got them the best training. They came up through his system. He created the Performance Center. We all know this, but I mean, does Vince McMahon ever come out and take credit for all of Triple H's work or all of any of the guys he's created under his company? He never does that. He's never the guy who gloats about them, has to take pictures with them with the title. Vince allows them to shine. Triple H, it's all about stroking his own ego. It's all this is about. Unbelievable. Always praising Rollins. Dean Ambrose comes out. Ambrose rips into Hunter. He says, as Hunter's trying to leave, Triple H first, he brings up the leukemia with Reigns, and then as Triple H is trying to leave, Ambrose says, do you have to ask your father-in-law? And this gets Triple H so mad, he makes a match with Rollins and Ambrose. We have Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. I wonder who's going to win this. They have a match. It goes to commercial. Rollins wins, and I'm going to talk about Ambrose a lot in a second. So after the match, they have Dean Ambrose in the ring, and he has something he has to tell people. He's sitting in the ring with the chair, and then Nia Jax and Tamina come out, and Nia Jax beats him up. So they're having Dean Ambrose being bitched out by Nia Jax. Nia Jax is the worst wrestler in the company. I fucking despise her. She's fucking horrible. So I if you look at my Twitter account, I was tweeting. I fell asleep during Raw, so I had to watch everything later, or catch up on everything later in the morning. So here's what I know. Dean Ambrose, it was revealed, has given his notice to the WWE and asked for his release. So I was a lot less angry about this. If this guy's going to leave, you may as well bitch him out, because we know he's going to AEW most likely. So I don't have a big problem with this anymore than I did last night. But if this is true, then this is it for Dean Ambrose. And yeah, it kind of sucks. Like, you thought he would be one of those guys. All three of the Shield guys are all going to be major players here. It's like they pushed the other two. They pushed Roman was their guy, and Roman got sick. Seth's clearly their guy now. I don't blame him for being frustrated, but he's walking away from a lot of money. I don't know if this is the best move, but hey, he can do what he wants. The PW Torch is the one who revealed this. It's still possible he stays, and they give him more money. They work things out, but that's definitely big news if Ambrose doesn't leave. So they show Alexa Bliss and Mickie James, like a smaller screen, ripping into Nia Jax and Tamina, making fun of it to be like putting on lipstick in a plate. Absolutely, Alexa, you're right. Alexa can say whatever she wants. So Alexa and Mickie are a team. I don't know if Alexa's a heel or not. They should just keep her as a baby face. I mean, or turn her baby face completely. She is so great. You don't know how good a baby face she can be. She is that cute blonde girl. She's small. She's just a sweetheart. If you follow her on Instagram, she's like the nicest girl. I don't think anyone can really dislike this person. She's incredibly nice. She's a genuine sweet girl. She's great at the heel, but I'd love to see Alexa Bliss as a babyface, and I don't want to see her losing to Nia Jax, because this match ends with Nia giving Mickie and Alexa a double Samoan drop. Nia is just fucking horrible. They're still going to push this chick. I wouldn't be surprised if she wins. I think Sasha and Baylor are most likely going to win the elimination here, but don't be surprised if they put on Nia Jax. They're still going to push this fat lard. if she does lose, it'll be Tamina who gets pinned. So they show Kurt Angle being interviewed by Charlie Caruso, and he's talking about how he can't go over the loss to Drew. And some people are mad about this Kurt Angle stuff. I'm not too angry because I look at what they're doing with Kurt Angle. Here's what I think. I think they're doing this big-time redemption story in which he comes back. He might not win the title, but it's going to be this ultimate redemption story. That's what I think they're doing with Kurt Angle. So when you're having him lose to Baron Corbin, I think this is the story they're trying to tell with Angle. I don't think they're just going to job him out and stuff. I genuinely think they're going to do this big redemption story. So he has a match with Corbin. It sucks. Corbin wins. And then Corbin goes in the ring after he pins Kurt Angle with the deep six. He hits him with an end of days. It was just horrible. So I still think they're going to do something like this redemption story with Angle. They show Finn Balor backstage. He's being congratulated even though he lost. They're all saying he put up a great fight. He's hugging, or he's being congratulated by Heath Slater, Rhino, Apollo Crews, and then there's heavy machinery, and he hugs Sasha Banks and Bayley. No Sasha tonight. She didn't need to be on the show. She had a really good performance last night. But they had there's definitely a lot of Bayley. We'll get to her later. They showed the Universal title match highlights. Balor comes out. He talks about how he went toe-to-toe with Lesnar, and he's still beat up. And Lashley comes out. I'm thinking, here we go. Lashley and Balor. Lashley and Leo rip into him. Leo's talking about how small he is. It's funny, Leo rushes. He's smaller than Finn Balor. I mean, that's more of a... I hope they don't do that, but... Lashley beats down Balor. He spine busters him, and he hits his finisher, and he goes back and does it again. So they show Lashley laying out Balor. So here's what I'm thinking. Okay, we've had Baron Corbin win. You have Nia Jackson. You have Bobby Lashley. This is just going to be a heel show. This is like old Raw. It's like all about getting heat. It's like the heels just bitch out the baby faces for 3 hours. Yeah, so it's Scott Dawson and Nash Wilder, the Revival against Hawkins and Ryder. The Revival win. I think the Revival are going to say their contract's not up for till 2020, so they're staying. They're not going to let them get out, even though they're independent contractors. And after the match, you show Kurt Hawkins look really frustrated. They're going to build up to Kurt Hawkins finally breaking his own streak. He's 257-0, 258-0. I don't know now. But I think they can't get it to 200 or to 300. It's not enough time to WrestleMania, but I think they're going to have him break his own streak. So maybe they have him win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. They show Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan interviewed by Charlie Caruso. It's an okay interview, but Daniel Bryan, he's been the best promo in the company the last couple of months. He's just been on fire. Here's something that pissed everyone off. They have Elias in the ring, and he's talking about how he's basically trying to yell in the crowd. He's in charge by Jeff Jarrett, and then Jeff just does his gig, and Road Dogg comes out, and they start to sing. They want to sing "With My Baby Tonight." I love that song. I don't mind singing it. Then they had Jarrett hit him with the guitar, and Road Dogg and Jarrett beat down Elias, just being bitched out. It is what it is. I don't know. They show Natalya being she needs someone to wrestle with. Ember Moon's out, so Ember Moon report this elbow injury. She has to have elbow surgery. She's probably going to be out till after Mania. So no Ember Moon. She's not going to have a big match. Dana Brooke is talking how she wants to be her partner, and Dana had a good performance at the Rumble last night, I guess, yeah. But I don't think that's sustainable at all. So it's Dana Brooke and Natalya teaming up. So we have Mojo Rawley backstage. I don't think he's going to be at this company. I think that's someone else probably going to AEW when his contract's up. So up next, another qualifying match, Natalya and Dana Brooke against Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan. Ruby Riot's going to get a big push, but I think it won't be till after WrestleMania because I don't know if they can have anything for her that's going to be any big because I don't think she's going to be involved in a tag title match, and she's not going to get a title match on either of the main brands, so she'll get a push probably post-Mania. So, this ends with Liv Morgan getting the pinfall on Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan advanced to the Chamber. So now we have two teams. Third will be Sasha Bayley on Raw. And I think on SmackDown you'll probably get Mandy and Sonya. You'll get those two, I think, for sure. You think you'll get the Iconics and someone else. So that's what we have. Next we go to the most awkward part of the show. Ronda Rousey comes out and, the This was not a good promo. She's really trying to put over Sasha Banks. She's praising Sasha. She gave her the fight of her life, and the fans aren't having it. They're booing her. They're chanting for Becky, and Ronda's even saying, "Hey, you guys got me." She's messing up all her lines. She is just fucking up, and this is the worst Ronda's ever looked. She is so nervous here, and I'm thinking to myself, why? It's like, I don't know. It's like Ronda Rousey, very emotional person. She probably cried after this, but they're ripping into her. They want Becky badly, and she finally says it's the open challenge after she finishes kissing Sasha Banks' ass for like 10 minutes. Like, really? I mean, my God, I was going to just try to put Banks over like that. Finally, the open challenge is, and it's Bayley. It's Bayley. Bayley challenges her, says, "You're out for a fight. Put the title on me." And it's Ronda Rousey and Bayley for the Raw Women's Championship. So Ronda isn't going to be able to have beaten three of the four horsemen first. She faces Becky, unless it's a triple threat. She beat Charlotte by DQ at Survivor Series, beat Sasha at the Rumble, and she'll beat Bayley on Raw. And they had a decent match. They had a commercial. It wasn't as competitive as the Sasha Banks match. It was a fun match. The problem is that when it's in the third hour, people are kind of tired. But they went to two commercials here. They tried to give Bayley this is the best Bayley's going to get. Ronda eventually gets an armbar and Bayley taps out, but I thought this was really cool for Bayley. I'm really happy she got this moment. I think she's going to get the tag titles most likely with Sasha, but this was a really good moment for Bayley, and you really can't help but feel good for her. They shake hands after. Becky then comes out, and Becky says the man's back on Raw. She officially challenges Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship. Good promo by Becky. She won the Rumble, and she doesn't need time to make her decision like Rollins. She says she will break her mistake and kick her ass at WrestleMania. Ronda says she wants the world to hear this. This is a really good promo, actually. She wants her to look her in the eye. This is I'll break her face faster than Nia Jax. She can kill her with her bare hands without breaking a sweat, which is true. So when you were training, Ronda was main eventing a company did not want women, which was UFC. You were on the kickoff show at WrestleMania, and I was having her first match and stole the show at WrestleMania. And she will own any ring she steps into. So pretty good promo. So this is actually a match. I think Charlotte's going to still be added. I still think Charlotte Flair will be added. They had Rollins shaking hands at Strowman. Strowman's a loser now. I don't think Strowman will leave because I don't think he really has much of a future on the Indies, but he's not going to get... I thought he was going to get a top guy. I was a huge fan of him like 2 years ago when I started this channel. I was all behind Strowman. I wanted him to be the top guy, replace Reigns as the top guy, but that's not going to happen. He's just going to be probably the Big Show, unfortunately. So McIntyre and Strowman. Corbin comes out, and... I still think they're going at Strowman and McIntyre at WrestleMania. They have Corbin beat him down. Strowman fights them both off. He beats them both on, but they're beating on Strowman, and eventually they get the steps on. They give him a double chokeslam on the steps. So Strowman gets laid out. It's like they're pushing Corbin so strong, but I understand what they see in McIntyre. He's a big guy. He has a good look, but I don't know. I wish they can do better with Strowman. So finally they have... Seth Rollins come out. He's interrupted by Brock Lesnar. He wants the match with Lesnar. They make it. It's official. It's Rollins and Lesnar. And Lesnar kills Rollins. It's like 4 or 5 F5s. One of them on the title belt, and he just hits him with, I think, a final 6 F5. Just kills Seth Rollins. So that's it. We have Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins. So far, these could change, but I think Lesnar Rollins will stay for the Universal title. That's one match for WrestleMania, and the second is Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's title. So we already have 2 matches for WrestleMania.